What's up, everybody? It's Man of Low Moral Fiber here. My name's Luke, and in the previous episode I had started the Pirate DLC in my Overpower Level 8 Sniper Zer0 playthrough. We made it to Captain Scarlet here, and she gave us the quest, 2 easy pieces. So now we'll be headed in to Hater's Folly, which we can already get to. I guess because I've been there before I reset this playthrough, ordinarily you'd have to go back to Oasis and get to this travel gate back here, which does have some enemies in it, and it might have been worth doing, but since we can just fast travel here, that's what I did. And so we'll be on our way to killing Sandman and Big Sleep. And Big Sleep can drop a unique launcher, which is actually pretty cool. It shoots cannonballs. So we'll see if he drops that. In the meantime, though, we're going to have to work through several pirates and stuff to get there, including 2 badass pirates right away here. And so these guys are actually kind of tough, and you just have to be a little bit careful about engaging them, and if they happen to have damage over time weapons, which these guys do not. So that's actually pretty good for us. We'll go ahead and knock them out. The first guy did some damage to me, but the second guy didn't have as much luck. So we are on our way to Sandman now. It's worth mentioning that Hater's Folly is definitely one of the more beautiful maps in the game. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's supposed to be under Oasis, and you can see how there's a bunch of waterfalls and stuff down here, which obviously kind of irritates Shade quite a bit. Crystalists are pretty easy to take out with the Pimpernel, and that's pretty cool. You can actually use the Crystalists to stack Critical Ascension very easily, and sometimes that's nice to do. In order to get to Sandman, we have to go all the way around. We can't use that little elevator that is right over there. And this map has a nice mix of wildlife and Crystalists and pirates. If you actually spend time fighting all the skags in here, you'll notice that they are rather plentiful. I'm probably just going to run past the skags though, because I don't really want to spend that much time with them. Unfortunately, I have caught some shock damage over time here, so I'm going to need to get some transfusions back. Excellent. Hopefully these pirates up here aren't able to kill me before I can get a critical hit on one of them. Excellent. So cool, now I have a little bit of critical ascension and we can head up here. Excellent. So, if I can get out of these skags way here, that'd be really nice. And I'll just pop another critical hit there on that Crystallis so I can keep going. And again, Captain Scarlet is talking about betraying us more, which is kind of funny. We'll see if I can't find a pirate here to get a critical hit off of real quick. Excellent, so now we have at least a few stacks of critical ascension. Go ahead and blow that thing up. There are definitely a bunch of pirates that spawn on your way to get to Sandman, and so this area is usually kind of interesting. We'll just kill the dudes along the way, and hopefully do alright here. Pretty good long-range shot on that guy. We'll see if we can't replicate that. Oops, missing some shots here. There we go, we got him. Looks like the enemies are spawning pretty heavy with Torg weapons, which is alright. There are definitely going to be some dudes who spawn here, including this scoundrel who's got me before. Excellent. And luckily he didn't knock me off the edge there, because I've seen him do that before as well. Alright, so now we need to kill big guy here. Excellent. Losing most of our critical ascension stacks at this point, but that's okay. We've killed a lot of guys at this point as well, so it's working out. I had to shoot that guy through some visual pollution there, but it's okay. We got him. We haven't found any anchormen yet. I don't think they spawn in this area, perhaps. But when we get to the rush yards, they are plentiful. And there's some pretty difficult enemies, but they're pretty weak to the Pimpernel. However, they are pretty resistant to the Lyuda because their critical hit spot is extremely small. So we've worked our way all the way around this area here. You can look back into it and see that it is a pretty large area. I guess there weren't as many pirates as I remember, but there were still a few. And there are definitely going to be some more guys up here. And then we'll get to Sandman eventually. Alright, there are definitely some badass pirates in this area, so we'll need to be careful of them. Excellent. So all of these enemies having Torg weapons is kind of working out well from us. We've been We've been able to engage them from a distance and not worry too much about them causing too much trouble for us, which is nice. We'll just let that scoundrel deal with himself. This guy backpedaled at the exact right time to cause issues for us. That's okay though, because we ended up killing him. And then his explosions ended up causing the badass here to get knocked around a little bit and not be able to open full fire on us. So there'll be a few more enemies here as we get closer to the ladder that will eventually let us into Sandman and Big Sleep. The badass was up there and I would have tried to kill him, but unfortunately he dropped behind that thing and now he is just barely back in sight again. So we'll deal with him now, because he's probably the one who is most offensively dangerous. He was smart and hid the entire duration, or most of the entire duration of his slag away. But that's okay, we'll get slag back on him. I just hit that guy with the slag critical hit, and he wore it off as well. Excellent. So we killed the badass, so we're pretty much through this area now. We'll go ahead and climb this ladder, and that will open this gate. Now this is a fairly tough fight coming up. I think we fight Big Sleep and Sandman at the same time. We definitely do that. And then I think we have to also deal with some of the other enemies that are going to spawn in there, which I think there are at least a few of. So we'll be careful and we'll try to engage. I think maybe Big Sleep is our first Anchorman type enemy. We'll try to engage Big Sleep first, and hopefully Sandman, with him being a midget type enemy, won't have a good line of sight on us before we kill Big Sleep, and that should make it fairly easy to actually accomplish this task. I just figured I'd open these ammo boxes just in case, but we weren't really low enough on ammo, grenade, or sniper that the game wanted to give us too much of either. So we'll just open this, and then we'll head in here. So this is where we're going to see Sandman, and I think that was Big Sleep up there, and he's going to jump down. So we find out that Sandman is a little guy here, and here's Big Sleep, the big guy. And yes, he is our first Anchorman type enemy, if I remember correctly. So, I don't think Big Sleep has too much health, but he does have a shield. So we need to be careful because he'll be able to draw us in and stuff, and that's not what we want, but we killed him, so that's good. Unfortunately, he did not drop his cool launcher for us, but I don't know if he's respawnable or not. So I guess we'll just, instead of rushing in here, kill everything that jumps down, and if Sandman ever comes down, we'll definitely deal with him. But there's a bunch of these Buccaneers coming in, and it just makes sense to kill them before we have to head up and kill the other guys. Excellent. So I definitely don't think these guys are infinitely respawning by any means, but this guy had a corrosive damage over time gun, and we definitely want to deal with him. Well, I say I don't think they're infinitely respawning, and they just keep respawning. So I'm going to kill maybe 2 more of these sadistic pirates in an effort to clear out the area before I fight Big Sleep, or not Big Sleep, Sandman. But if these guys keep respawning, okay, I think we got it down to just Sandman now. So we'll get slag on him. If I can find him, I think he has slag now. Excellent. Some kunai on him. Excellent. So we killed him, and that's good. I don't think he has a unique drop, if I remember correctly. But that's alright. Big Sleep definitely has a pretty cool unique drop. I don't remember it being that powerful, but I do remember it being at least funny to use. Anywho, I wish we would have got it. Now, we'll pick up the compass piece over here when Captain Scarlet tells us to. Excellent. So, Sandman's going to mention here that the next compass piece has been picked up by Hyperion, and that it is moving across Wormwater. But before I do that, I'm going to do this next Captain Blade's quest, because it's pretty cool. We get to find the rapier. So we'll go ahead and take this message in a bottle. I'll wait till Captain Scarlet finishes talking, just so we can hear Captain Blade. Oh, he doesn't have any audio cues yet. That's okay. Luckily, we can just take this back up into Sandman's area, because the message in a bottle quest ends at the same place where we had to work through all of these pirates and stuff in order to get up to Sandman. And it's just hidden in this waterfall up here. I thought all of these hiding spots were pretty well designed. None of them are too incredibly difficult to find, but you do have to look for them, especially your first time through, which is pretty cool. Look for them, but not to the point where you probably wouldn't have to look them up necessarily. And I think that is pretty good game design. You don't want it to be overly difficult to the point where it requires help, but you do want it to actually require some searching and stuff, and I think they nailed that down pretty well here. Depending on the certain situation, you may want certain things to be so difficult that you actually have to look them up, but these probably not, and I think they have about the appropriate level of difficulty. So what we're going to do is drop down a level here on this waterfall, and then we'll see a little bottle right here, and that will let us know that we can smash this, and that there will be a Crystallis who spawns right here. We'll go ahead and take him out. Excellent. Grim will keep us up even over that shock damage over time, which isn't too intense, luckily. So we'll go ahead and open this, and that gives us the rapier, which is obviously the most powerful melee weapon in the game, and one of my more used weapons in the game as melee Zer0. We'll listen to Captain Blade here. So this is where he talks about how he's worried that his crew is going to betray him and stuff, but that he decided he would just let them kill him. Obviously that changes in the future when he decides to kill them all. So we'll kill these last couple guys as we work our way up here, and then we'll go back to Wormwater and get that caravan of the Hyperion personnel, or loaders rather, who are protecting the next compass piece. It's a shame that we have to walk back through this, but it's also kind of nice because Hater's Folly is so pretty. Alright. So I like this map quite a bit. I think it's pretty cool. It's not the largest map in the game. It's actually kind of smallish, total size-wise. But it is pretty neat, and there is a raid boss in here with Master Yi. He's obviously not my favorite raid boss, but some people seem to like him. And there's also a pretty cool Beowulf illusion as well that Hammerlock sends you in to kill. We should have picked up that quest in Sanctuary, perhaps, before we headed in here. Either way, not a big deal, and we'll be headed... Did I just jump up there? Ugh, I went into a circle. I'm an idiot. Oops. I guess I really wanted to walk through Hater's Folly. I apologize, guys. I don't know what I was doing there. That was really stupid. But we will get out of here eventually, I promise. And then we'll be headed back to Wormwater, like I said, to kill the Hyperion things. And then I'm trying to decide if there's any side quest that I really want to do before shutting this video out. I don't want to go all the way to the Rust Yards in this particular video. That will be in the next episode. So we'll knock out at least one or two side quests before we continue. I'm debating if we're just going to do the Grendel quest if we come back here, or if we do one of the ones that's in Wormwater. We might do I guess we'll just do one of the ones that's in warm water. The condiments one, perhaps. No, we'll just do the Grendel one, screw it, and we'll do the condiments one in the next episode. So we'll do the Grendel one, and then we'll do, and we'll also pick up the compass piece from the Hyperion caravan, and that will be the end of this episode. I am truly enjoying this Sniper Zer0 playthrough, and I hope you guys are too. It's unfortunate, maybe not unfortunate, it's fortunate that I've never done all of this before as Sniper Zer0, because I do get to experience it for the first time, which is really nice. I don't know why, though, I waited so long to do some of these campaigns and stuff as Sniper Zer0, because they are truly enjoyable. Alright, so now I think I went the right way, and we can get out of here. This way is the right way out of here, though. I got lost. My bad, guys. Alright. The fast travel's this way, and we'll be on our way out. This is obviously that little corridor where we fought the two badass pirates when we had first come in here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little bit delirious. I've been on call all night, and I've been called in like 4 times. So, didn't get much sleep tonight. I apologize for that. Anywho, we're moving forward now. So, the Hyperion caravan is going to be covered by 3 badass loaders, and then it will have several loaders that teleport in after that. I guess we can kill them all. I'm going to put on my Corrosive Bone of the Ancients, Corrosive Pimpernel, and Corrosive Lyuda, just because I know what's coming, and we should be able to get some critical ascension on them and kill them all pretty quickly and stuff. Let's go ahead and try it. I don't know why I ran past fast travel. I don't want to head into Oasis. I actually want to go to Wormwater. Cool. And so the caravan is usually very, very close to Captain Scarlet's ship here. So we'll try to jump down here and land on the little boat thing. I guess that saves us a moment of time, perhaps. Probably not much. And then we'll teleport into our sand skip and go find these caravans. Or caravan, singular. Go find these super badass loaders, perhaps. And like I said, they're usually right around here. Like on the way to the rush yards, basically. At least when you find them the first time. They're actually respawning, and you can always use them for the red chest. And they just kind of march around Wormwater. So here they are. I'm going to leave my sand skiff over here, perhaps, so that hopefully it doesn't get blown up, so that we'll have a path out of here as well. So we're almost there. Don't want these guys to get too far away from us, but they're not, so that's good stuff. Somehow they found me already, which is a little bit weird, but whatever. Alright, so we killed the first 2. And the third one is somewhere. We stopped him from doing his volley right there, which was good. Protected us a little bit. And now we took him out. So now Hyperion will send in some extra loaders after we open this chest, I believe. So I guess there are 3 red chests here after you get this compass piece, if I remember correctly. But I want to see all these Hyperion loaders come in. We'll go ahead and open this red chest. So these are exploders. I think gun loaders do eventually come in as well. Yes. So is it necessary to kill these guys? Absolutely not. But is it kind of fun too? Yes. Just because loaders are so easy to take out with Sniper Zer0. The spread shots of the Lyuda are helping us take out these guys pretty easily. That's kind of cool. Excellent. So I guess that's all of them? That's a shame that there aren't, like, infinitely respawning loaders right there. That'd be kind of neat. So we got 2 purple weapons here. the Vladof with the doll barrel and the doll with the Vladof barrel, which I actually kind of like. I kind of like those deep miniguns, or not necessarily the deep prefix, but the miniguns in general. And then we got a purple Maliwan launcher here. That's actually a decent weapon as well. So, some cool weapons there. That's good stuff. I wanted to kill this thing in order to gain a follow-through bonus to get back to my sand skiff, but it probably wasn't worth it in time saved because of the time cost. Anywho, we'll get to the sand skiff here. We'll turn this in, and then we'll head back to Oasis via fast travel, grab that Grendel quest, and then we will be headed into Hater's Folly one more time to take out Grendel, and that will be the end of this episode when we turn that in, I guess. I just want to accomplish some of the side quests as we go through this. I don't want to leave a ton of side quests to finish at the end. I guess the next episode we'll start with some of the Wormwater side quest, maybe. I know we have to go into the rust yards and stuff. We'll see. Maybe there will be one episode of side quest before we head into the rust yards. I'm not sure how many there are here. There are a couple. And there's the message in the bottle, the one where we have to kill all the sand skiffs, the scurvy one, and the condiments one. That's not too many. Anywho, we'll turn this into her real quick. And she's going to tell us about the next compass piece, which is with a hermit who lives out in the rust yards.
His name is Herbert, and he lives out in the rust yards.
This is where she first gives us this package, which I've been curious about for a little while. It's called Herbert's Gift.
Don't give it to Herbert until I tell you to. Now go.
Before we do that, though, we're going to head into Oasis. And we are... Ooh, I guess we never finished the Wingman quest, huh? Interesting. I guess we'll finish the Wingman quest, and then we'll get the Hammerlock quest to go kill Grendel. Alright. Luckily, you can just grab a boat up there and scoot into town, which is really nice. And so where we finish this Wingman quest is going to be up here on one of these buildings. This one right here, actually. And I think there's a ladder just on this side. And this is Shade, which I mispronounced in the last episode. I apologize. Kind of pathetically proposing to a dead person, who he then has deny him. Which, again, just kind of demonstrates exactly how far he's lost it. But we'll head up here and we'll give this ring to her.
Oh, Shay, marriage. This is moving so fast. And you know, I don't believe in marriage. I'm sorry, Shade.
And he, when you hand it into him, he acts all sad.
No.
Er.
Oh, woe is me. I gave you my heart, Natalie. Return to me, friend. At least you have not betrayed me yet.
Alright, so this Hammerlock quest that we're about to do seems very tacked on. It's just something that, you know, they have Hammerlock echo in through the bounty board for, and it just seems like very much an afterthought as far as this DLC goes and the quest design goes. But it's kind of cool nonetheless. I guess they just wanted Hammerlock to always have you hunting beast and stuff like that. And so if there's an exotic beastie about, I guess it makes sense for Hammerlock to want you to go kill it in some ways, but it is a little bit strange. Anywho, we'll throw back on the fire gear since we are not going to need the corrosive gear anymore, and then we'll go kill Grendel. Grab some ammo before we do so, not that we're going to need it, just because an ammo machine is here. I don't think these super badass pirates will have respawned, but if they will, we want to be ready for them. I definitely don't hear the transfusion grenades seeking them out, so I don't think they're here. That would make sense, but, you know, it's possible they might have respawned. Anywho, we're almost to Grendel now. He's not very far. I'll try not to get lost in this area again. But basically, you just jump down here, and he's right over here to the right. You have to go up kind of this hidden stairwell behind this first waterfall. Alright, so, as we get here, he's basically just a large bullymong, more or less, that lives down here in Hater's Folly. So, he's not going to be that tough for us to take out. Sometimes Bullymong's critical hits are at least a little bit difficult to deal with as Sniper Zer0, but we should be alright. This Crystallis is irritating the piss out of me right now, and I'm going to jump down here just because I messed up, and hopefully those transfusion grenades will get to me. It is unfortunate that the Crystallis in this particular area all have this shock damage over time to them, because it makes them especially dangerous and irritating to deal with. Excellent. So we killed the Crystallis. I forgot he spawned. Perhaps if I knew he was spawning, we could have taken him out a little bit more strategically and got some critical ascension for this fight, but it's not as if we need critical ascension for this fight. So we'll go ahead and knock this guy out. He basically just throws boulders. I guess that's his default behavior, and he's going to die now.
Return to the bounty board. We can see about stapling Jesse's face back onto his skull.
And so the whole reason Hammerlock had sent you here was to avenge one of his former lovers, I think, if I remember correctly. Again, the shock damage over time from those things, rather aggravating. Not a big deal, though. Just try not to eat as many spikes as I ate in that first one. But, alright, so we're getting pretty much to the end of this episode now. I'm going to fast travel to Oasis and turn this quest in. And then we will, I guess, head into Wormwater, and we'll do those 4 side quests at the start of the next episode, or maybe the end of the next episode. Who knows? But I do want to hand this quest in right quick. So as always, guys, I thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you haven't yet taken the time to subscribe, please do so. I'd really appreciate that. I hope you guys are enjoying this pirate DLC. It is the favorite of the campaign DLCs for me, and I really like it. So we're definitely going to do at least most of the side quests. We might skip the Master Gi one, but, you know, I like most of them quite a bit. Jesse died here. So now his face that we went and retrieved is kind of useless. Oh well. Like I said, guys, thanks for watching, and I do hope to catch you next time. Bye, guys.